You guys gonna be excited about the Tyson?
Is that a Netflix thing?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Really?
The first live
no
sporting
way.
event.
With Paul?
Man, Netflix really must be
Right?
looking around for.
I was on the app. You could get games. I didn't even know
No
this.
shit.
You get mobile games on Netflix
Really?
on the app. You could just download and play mobile games.
Netflix would come over here and then lotion up for us.
Yeah, dude.
Lotion on their face.
Dude, Netflix is punching the power pad, getting fucking lotion.
I'm here, dude. It's like, I'll do whatever, man. Right now, like all gloves are off, dude.
Netflix is down.
we met we met TJ, the guy from the Black Rifle Coffee? JT.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. Like he was like, we were having a conversation. He was like talking about Netflix and like how they're taking in a ton of money. Like they take in so much money, and it's like the conversation was basically like they're not performing. Like the money's wise, like they're taking a shitload of money and they're putting this much out, and it's just not working out.
Really?
Right.
And I was like, damn, how the fuck is it? And then it kind of makes sense.
Sure, I'm sure it's
Well, they had to bump their price up like twice in a 6-month period. You know, their subscriber fee, they bumped it up twice over a very short period of time.
How much is it?
Because they needed money. I don't know.
It was account sharing too is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey. I mean, I pay a lot of money on all the streaming, so and I have like everything.
Yeah.
And it's fucking, it turns into a lot. Like some of them are like $20. Disney Plus, I have for my kid, it's like $20-$30 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Disney's a fucking, yeah, I like that. The kids watching all Disney. Yeah, no, they like, and they a la carte you so bad. It's unbelievable. But just watching them flounder in about face is really fucking funny. Because like 2 years ago, it was like, if it's not a black lesbian saving a burning politician's kid in a fire, it's not going to hit the light of day. Now they're like, let's get Jemmy Seville and Moana too. Like immediately about.
Yeah.
What's the rumor? Now I can't get Louis throat fucking chicks out of my head.
Yeah. Well, it was bad. Like the rumor, nobody knew the rumor, but it was like that he like held the door closed and wouldn't let these girls leave. And then it was like, the truth was, no, he just like was famous and rich and he was like, hey, can I jerk off in front of you? And they were like, all right, cool. He did it. And then
they got all sour about it.
That was it.
Harmless.
Yeah.
Harmless.
Big deal.
You got to get written. You got to get NDAs.
I don't even think a written would have mattered. They would have like, yeah, he used his power to make them sign a fucking thing. Like what
I signed it under duress.
Dude, power, if I'm a chick, like power is what's hot. I want hot power.
Yeah, come in my hand. Come in your own hand and throw it at me. I don't care. You're powerful.
That's what it is. Like power is on a dude is like big tits on a chick.
Yeah, she's got you anyway. I mean, Sarah Silverman crawled up there and ate some jizz out of a hand. You know, her goofy ass fucking, oh, you're so Louis. Like, she's like, oh, what? I'm so disappointed in you, Louis. And she's like sucking cum off his hand. I think about that a lot.
Yeah, but Tyson, do you think people are calling me an idiot? I think Jake Paul's going to slaughter Mike Tyson. I mean, if they're really fighting, how does 58-year-old Mike Tyson have a shot here? He doesn't move the way he used to. Even when you watch him on pads, people are like, oh my God, he looks like a killer on pads. First of all, he doesn't even look like a killer on the pads.
Mm.
He looks good, like comparatively to an average person, but he doesn't look good compared to a professional boxer.
Mm.
He's an older.
You think he's going to win?
I mean, I think Jake Paul's pretty good. I think Tyson, he looks. I mean, this is not.
I hope it's
kind of preposterous for me to give any kind of input, but it's just.
I don't know. I don't
know.
I think Mike Tyson's got, like, I hope in my head, like, the psychological arc of Mike Tyson is arguably one of the most fun things in American media. Like where he was to where he is now, and now he's just like on mushrooms, being like, like I love Mike Tyson. Like he's on just podcasts full shrooming.
Do you think like women that he brutally watch those podcasts in horror?
I'm so disappointed in Mike for what he did to me, but
he's funny now.
He's fun. Like he's really loose and he's come a long way. But if they can't like unsnap,
he's doing BetterHelp ad reads.
I need to get high. But him not being able to turn it off and having to like punch Jake Paul's head until he's dead.
Yeah,
I feel it's like a low key. I don't know. I don't feel like Jake Paul has the wherewithal to get himself out of a crime.
Oh.
That's a good point.
Do they have weird rules for this fight? You look up Paul versus Tyson rules.
Is it headgear?
That was all a rumor. I don't think that's true. I read that they dispelled that. I heard 18-ounce gloves and headgear, which was like crazy.
Right.
But I heard that's all just a rumor.
They're not going to wear headgear.
No, that's crazy.
It's ridiculous. All right, so this is just fake bullshit.
Yeah, he put out like footage of him hitting the pads. Tyson was like, day one. And and he hit him, and he looked good.
Yeah.
But, you know.
There's a video of Mike using like a walking stick.
Yeah, I think it's a
recently.
couple years ago, right?
Yeah. But that might have been temporary injury or something.
Isn't he eating shrooms all the time and shit? Like totally wild. Like I see when I see interviews of Mike, it's always like him. Like I just ate a few caps before I came on. Like I've eaten mushrooms before. I've eaten them like 25, 30 times. I can't. Like I couldn't do this interview. I couldn't be on anything.
No.
You know, you do like a
start
half a
thinking about,
bump of fucking coke, and you're like, oh, I'm a fucking mess.
I'd go in the shower, I look in the mirror, I'm flexing, and the shroom say, you know you're gonna die.
I was about to say, at some point, they have to, Mike.
You do know you're gonna die, but fucking shroom say you do know you're gonna die. All right, so and this is speeding the process by working out this damn hard.
Where does he do his podcast?
Up in a winery.
Yeah, brewery.
Liquor store.
They do the podcast in the same room that is the bonus level in Street Fighter, where you're kicking the barrels.
Yeah. Oh, that is the barrel one.
What the fuck is that set?
That's Kevin Hart's distillery for his Irish whiskey brand.
Dude, if you buy Irish whiskey from a black guy, you should be fucking shot dead. What do you want me to say?
Shoot him in a fucking head. What the fuck are you doing know about Irish whiskey? Why'd you fucking steal the distillery? Why don't you stick to bikes?
Why'd you buy Irish whiskey from a little black guy?
Why'd you shoplift a distillery? Poor Mike Tyson. But I don't know. I just don't understand how like you just. I'm gonna go fight a decently. I don't know. It's just nuts. You gotta be.
I mean, Jake Paul's young and he's taking it seriously and he's a actual boxer. And Mike Tyson looks pretty slow when he fought
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. He just looks slow.
Did he win that?
It was a draw, I think, right? Because it was. I think if there was no knockout, they called it a draw.
Look up Tyson versus Jones Jr.
Really?
It wasn't great. Yeah, like watching that fight, you're like, oh, it's not like he's got like. He's not this killer, right? He's like, it's fun. He's like sparring. I think Jake Paul, he's I don't look, it just seems like he's got an ego that's not going to let him lose to a 57-year-old Mike Tyson when he's genuinely trying to really box. Like this isn't just a game for him. I feel like Jake Paul in his mind will be world champion one day and he sees that path and that's what he's looking to do.
Shit.
So I don't think he's going to like lose for, the cameras.
Who's at the top of his weight class?
I don't even know.
Will have to really be on the ball. Mike Tyson. Shit, go ahead, Roy. Mike Tyson with a cavalcade of first-round knock. Get up in there, Roy. Shit, in and out. 12 ounces.
You're seeing the commentary.
The guy from The Wire?
Shit, come on, Roy. You got it, motherfucker.
Someone's on.
We're going to celebrate with some Irish whiskey after this. Shit.
My boy.
Wow. Roy Jones Jr. We're talking. The referee says, "Get me first. I gotta hold him." He said he's bringing his hand. I gotta hold him. I can imagine that power. That's power. Okay. Come on, Roy.
I mean, it looks like an old Mike Tyson. That's what, he's moving like Mike Tyson, but it's like at 1/10 the speed. I'm gonna watch it, obviously.
Where is it?
Arlington, Texas.
They should have done it in the Sphere.
They should have did it.
They did it at the Sphere. That would have been
That'd
the
be cool.
coolest fucking thing in the world. Yeah. I don't want to see U2. I want to see Mike
U2's
Tyson and Jake Paul in the Sphere.
I think U2 is still doing this. Their contract is still going on.
They
right?
are, yeah. It's just my least favorite band, I think, of all time.
Fair.
And I was in Vegas and I could have gotten free tickets and I was just like, I would literally rather just sit in my hotel room and do nothing than go watch U2 in the Sphere.
U2 is so gay.
They suck, dude.
They suck so bad.
They suck. There's not a single song where I'm like, this is awesome. They suck.
I think you've heard of people who don't have an internal monologue?
Yeah.
Like they don't talk to themselves in their head.
Yeah.
Really?
And I think that's probably like U2's fan base
Yeah.
is all people that don't have an internal monologue.
They're just existing.
They're just existing, yeah.
On the way home from Skankfest.
They're just like music. Music.
It's more you too. It's like Sunday, bloody Sunday. I was on the way home, sitting in the airport next to this kid. He's like, Ari. He's like, I don't know. He was probably like 38, talking like Ben Shapiro about credit card points because he worked for Amex. It was the most interesting credit card points conversation I've ever had.
Yeah.
He understood like tickets. He understood like Skankfest.
Yeah.
He was like venues and like he got it like down to like a ticket. He's like StubHub runs the world, runs Amex right now, and he was like bah, bah, bah. And he was like literally like Ben Shapiro, exactly the points, and then they're just gonna end up filling the venue because they get half. He knew about costs of venue. I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I was like, would you come on a show? He's like, I can't. because I work for Amex. And 3% of the people commit 60% of the but he was going on and on and on about it. But I was like, what are you here for? This is my third time seeing you two at the Sphere.
Wow. Yeah.
He's like, and I'm a Swiftie. And I was like, ugh.
Okay, dude, chill.
Yeah.
The air was sucked out of the room. I was like,
I'm a
ugh.
Swift,
Yeah.
a 38
Yeah.
38-year-old man saying
I
that.
follow him on Instagram now. I'm gonna like catch up with this guy because he had so much credit card point info that was like good alpha. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa,
It's a federal agent.
But he was talking about all venues becoming like super important because tickets, like restaurant. Remember I was telling you the thing about like venues and shit. You fucking have to book that shit. So like all these shitholes that can hold anywhere from 150 to 300 people have all of a sudden like the values of these venues have gone up because Ticketmaster and StubHub are like involved and they can turn and credit card points and prepayment. And I was like, whoa. I walked out of there just being like, venues are the shit.
Yeah.
Get venue.
I wish I was enough of an adult to understand anything. Like I'm just like I have like my Hilton Honors points that I just started getting, and I have my United credit card that I think gets me double miles. That's what I just said is the extent of my understanding of finance. That's those words, that sentence that I just said.
Yeah.
That's as far as it goes.
So you have the base of the pyramid.
You're halfway
Hilton
up.
Honors. I got a United Gateway card.
You have the groundwork laid for a better
Doggy.
Billion
The
at the top.
future,
Trillion.
The future is looking bright.
future. The future's unlimited.
Marriott Bonvoy points. That's on the horizon.
No, I have my Bonvoy points, but I just got my Bonvoy points. They put me up in some Marriott, and I was like, they were like, "Do you want to sign up?" And I was like, "No, "Get the fuck out of my face!" And then I was like, "No, wait."
Yeah,
I was like, "I've been a Hilton guy for a little while." Yeah, dude.
yes, I do.
Yes.
Two Indian guys. As soon as you say yes, like there he is with this soft pussy.
Yes. I was like, I do want to sign up for these Bonvoy points. And now I'm just stuck because my ADD, I'm stuck in the place of actually signing into the account and activating the points and all that shit. And that'll be 2 years before I get there. But I will.
You're gonna be buying hotels for the whole. I mean, God, you must have Skankfest. When every time thank you so much for having us help. Every time we're out, we have to look at. I'd look at you and I'd be like, I can't even imagine this guy standing up right now. I would be so spun.
Yeah.
Like so spun out. Just everything going on.
It's a lot.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's not like because everyone like comes for like vacation to Skankfest, but for me it's like the most I ever work. Period. Just a show every 2 hours and just shaking hands, and part of the experience is people want to like talk shit with you and fucking take pictures and so I make myself as available as possible for people, and it's just fucking it's a lot.
Thank you so much for bringing us. I mean, that's honestly the reason
for doing it, dude.
That's
You guys
really
are
the reason
shit.
why we're doing that started us doing stand up here is
That's
you
awesome.
bringing us out. We probably wouldn't be.
No.
I don't think we'd be doing
It
this.
was really
if you didn't bring us
eye-opening.
out that first time.
That's fucking amazing,
Thank
dude.
you so much.
You guys are hilarious, and the fans loved you, and it was an honor for you guys to debut your short film with us, and it was fucking. I mean, like really cool. It was great synergy, and our audience loves you. And we're not announcing anything just yet for this next upcoming Skankfest, but we do hope that you guys will.
We're coming.
Oh yeah, we're fucking.
Yeah, well,
on there.
we haven't announced it just
No,
yet.
right.
Also, if you guys, Skankfest is worth going to Vegas
Yeah.
for. If you guys
It's the best.
Wild.
like comedy, get tickets, go to Skankfest. It's really worth it.
Yeah,
It's
they go
really
on sale
awesome.
April 20th. And
And what is it, 3 days?
3 days. Yeah, there's a kickoff party on the Thursday, but the tickets that go on sale on April 20th are the all access passes for 3 days, 175 comedians. And
It's really a good time. And you get to see all these comedians that you like up close.
yeah,
It's
it's a
very
different
cool.
experience.
It is
And-
intimate.
And it's also like, because people are like, they're like, oh, I don't want to bother. It's like, no. If you see a comic
Yeah, you
hanging
see
out in a
them walking
hallway,
around, yeah.
we have green rooms. We can go back to our hotel room. If you see people walking around, take a picture, shake hands. That's what the experience is for. People love, the comics love it. Every comic gets to feel like they're fucking Bono for fucking one weekend a year. It's like truly, really cool. So
I felt like a corny, like a True Religion jeans
yeah, dude.
Bono.
Hell yeah.
No, but it was like
Yeah, I'll give you guys a few tickets to give out on the show to the fans if you guys want to do some giveaways or whatever, dude. You guys are the shit, man.
that's
Please.
the size of the van. I remember I was like backstage and I was looking at like the water and it was giving me like a fucking anxiety attack. I was like, how does he even get it here?
Like the crates
Like, is
of
it
water.
here when they drop
Yeah.
the pallets off?
Dude,
Like, who's in charge
the
of that
first time
shit?
it was really big was Houston. We did it, and this is like, it was like half the size that it is now.
Mhm.
But I remember I walked back, they were building the stage, big Jumbotron screen and speakers, and I walked back there and some fucking Mexican dude comes up to me. He's like, hey, you can't be back here. And it was like it was just really like wild. I was like, that guy works for a guy that was hired by a guy that was hired by me. And he doesn't even know who the fuck, and he shouldn't. I wasn't like mad or indignant.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, this guy's doing his fucking job. I was like, that's wild.
Undercover boss.
That there was so many like layers that this guy was like building something that I had no idea how it even got there. Like whatever it was, you know, my partners, they do like I think of shit, and then my partners literally make it happen. And my partners are Rebecca Trent, who owns a Creek in the Cave in Austin, Texas, and then Christine Evans, who is Big J Okerson's essentially wife. She's a producer on The Bonfire on Sirius XM, and those girls fucking make it happen. So
no shit.
Yeah, I mean, those are the only two women that aren't stupid that I've ever met.
Yeah. Good for you. I haven't met one yet, and I'm married.
How many Skankfest? How many iterations have you done of Skankfest?
We did 3 in New York, 1 in Houston. This is our 3rd in Vegas, so this is our 7th one.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, we skipped 1 year during the pandemic. Yeah.